Is this an anti-smoking campaign? Playing this at my funeral so everyone's jealous I'm in a casket. Former Dance Moms star JoJo Siwa threatens to release music. JoJo Siwa has officially entered her plot twist era. One minute she's licking lightsabers at Pride like it's a rave in hyperspace, the next she's channeling full-on 1950s housewife chic, ready to serve up a casserole and some controversy. We're talking pearl necklace, bold red lipstick, and hair curled tighter than the grip her PR team has on damage control. So JoJo Siwa decided it was time for a vocal era and dropped a cover of Betty Davis' Eyes, a classic known for its gritty, soulful edge. But instead of serving raw, raspy magic, she delivered something that sounded like autotune caught the flu and begged for mercy. She didn't just cover the song, she deep-fried it in a bucket of filters, slapped on some robotic reverb, and hit export like it was due in 5 minutes. The result? Unholy. One fan said she sounded like a haunted Furby that found a mic. Another asked if this was secretly an anti-smoking PSA in disguise. And the real kicker? That shady comment has more likes than her actual music video. The internet has spoken, and it's brutal. The original singer stepped into the chat with a comment so classy, it cut like a diamond. There's a difference between singing a song and embodying it. Followed by, I believe authenticity is what makes music timeless. Translation? She basically said, JoJo, keep your glittery hands off my legacy. And just when we thought JoJo's internet arc couldn't get more bizarre, she hit us with a classic TikTok game of two truths and a lie. The options. I have never smoked a cigarette. I'm pregnant. This song drops Friday. Naturally, TikTok did what TikTok does best, slipped into full FBI detective mode.
Why?
Because in a totally unrelated video, JoJo's boyfriend Chris Hughes wrapped his arms around her and gasped, his hand barely grazed her stomach. That's it. That was the whole clue. And suddenly, Reddit lit up. TikTok spiraled and comment sections exploded with theories like, confirmed, baby C is due this fall. People were zooming in on that clip like it was the Zapruder film. She's in the ovary zone, one person cried. He touched the womb portal, another claimed. With zero evidence and all the vibes, JoJo Siwa was suddenly trending for being possibly pregnant. Of course, JoJo shut it down, saying the pregnancy rumor was the lie, but then casually tossed in, wait, I have smoked before. So now everyone's confused, everything's spiraling, and TikTok is basically an unhinged chalkboard away from turning into a full-blown Joe Rogan conspiracy special. And now, let's talk about JoJo Siwa's music career, aka the era literally no one put on their vision board. Let's be honest, her music isn't terrible, it's just offensively mid. Like, imagine if Kids Bop suddenly went through a breakup and discovered trauma. That's the vibe. She drops a 50-second teaser, and before the video even loads properly, TikTok's already remixing it into memes. Her vocals? People are comparing them to a vape-dying mid-puff on a roller coaster. And the guitar playing?
Ma'am.
You're not even trying. She's strumming like she saw a guitar in a dream once and decided to freestyle. At this point, it's not trolling, it's performance art with a side of Stockholm Syndrome. Like, how are you playing the guitar without touching a single string? Even her own fans are like, girl, what is going on? Her comment section has officially turned into a roast battle, and she's the main course. The most liked comment under her preview literally says, you have a hidden talent, keep it hidden. Brutal? Effective? And yes, emojis are absolutely being abused in the comments. But somehow, JoJo just keeps posting like the backlash is fuel, and the goal is to go viral no matter the cost. And honestly, maybe that is the strategy. Because at this point, her entire career arc feels like rage bait your way to the Billboard charts. Let's not forget, she literally once said she invented a whole new genre. Her words, it's like K-pop but gay. And she named it, wait for it, gay pop. No notes, just chaos. And we're all strapped in for the ride.
I wanted to start a new genre of music, and they said, what do you mean? And I said, well, it's called gay pop. Songs like Applause by Lady Gaga, it's the On My Own Miley Cyrus, Can't Be Tamed Miley Cyrus, Karma, it's that world
Gaga?
of music.
She's literally out there. Elton? Freddie? Legends exist. So JoJo calling herself the inventor of a genre is like saying you invented pizza because you slapped some cheese on toast. Oh, and remember that song Karma? Yeah, turns out she bought it from another artist and then acted like she wrote it on a napkin during a spiritual awakening. Like, girl, you can't claim you're breaking new ground when you outsource the shovel. And now, she's pivoted again. From self-declared gay pop icon to a full-on trad wife in pearls. It's giving aesthetic whiplash. One second she's licking stage props like a chaotic TikTok gremlin. The next she's dressed like she runs a Pinterest mom blog for banana bread. People are calling it the hardest aesthetic U-turn since Miley went from wrecking balls to Malibu sunsets. But let's be real, at least Miley sounded good doing it. And if all that wasn't enough, Rolling Stone came in with a final boss-level exposé and dropped an absolute nuke on JoJo's sparkly little empire. Turns out her girl group, XOMG Pop, may have been less glitter pop dream team and more glitter-coated sweatshop. Allegations are flying. Kids reportedly overworked, performing through injuries, and told they deserve nothing. Like nothing. Not even basic decency. One girl allegedly danced after a spinal injury. Which is not just disturbing, it's straight-up dystopian.
So yeah.
Behind the rainbows and rhinestones, the vibes are looking real dark.
Rolling Stone came out with an article today about XOMG Pop, which is JoJo Siwa's girl group. In this article, she talks about how she had to go through grueling rehearsals even after having a spinal cord surgery just a few weeks before. And they also didn't get paid very well. Her and her mother allege that Jesselyn, JoJo's mom, was very controlling and very mean to the girls, and that JoJo at times could be really nasty as well. They would also put them in situations that would make them cry on camera for extra drama on Siwa's Dance Pop Revolution.
And guess who's allegedly been pulling the strings behind the chaos? That's right, JoJo's mom.
Yep.
The same mom who launched her into the child star machine is now being accused of treating other kids like glitter-coated robots with jazz hands and zero rights. So while JoJo's out here reinventing herself every 3 weeks, pop-punk one day, vintage housewife the next, her entire brand is low-key crumbling beneath her sparkly sneakers. It's giving. Dance Moms, Electric Boogaloo Child Labor Edition, Clapperboard Police Garlight. And if you're still wondering how the hell we even got here, oh honey, it all kicked off on Celebrity Big Brother UK. Because of course it did. JoJo was happily booed up with her girlfriend, Kat, until she met Chris Hughes. Suddenly they're spooning, flirting, and boom dating publicly, loudly, like it's a performance. Oh, and let's not gloss over the fact that she literally cheated on her girlfriend. On national TV. With the energy of someone who thought we'd just not notice.
Flew here and I went to the live show to show up for my partner and support them in their experience, and then obviously later on address my feelings of like hurt and like work through them like all relationships do. But before I could even get back to the hotel, it's actually crazy. Went to the after party with my, I guess now ex, crazy thing to say, and was dumped in the party.
And then, because of course there's more, JoJo went on to say she's no longer a lesbian, claiming the queer community pressured her into it. Which, okay, sure, identity is personal.
But
this is the same person who built 70% of her brand on rainbow flags, pride merch, and girl-on-girl symbolism in literally every music video. Then Chris, bless his heart, gave a quote about their first kiss feeling like a movie. Hopefully not the same kind of trainwreck indie horror Karma felt like. At this point, JoJo isn't even an artist. She's an algorithm with a pulse, a walking headline generator that runs on chaos and Wi-Fi. She's not the bow-wearing Nickelodeon kid anymore. She's not the edgy queer icon she once marketed herself to be. And she's definitely not the voice of some bold new genre. She's just loud and annoying. Every move she makes feels like the result of a broken focus group. Her entire career has become one long TikTok trend you didn't ask for but can't scroll past or mute. So yeah, JoJo didn't rebrand. She detonated. And if this is her final form, please, someone hide the banjos before she drops a country album next. And that's the thing. JoJo doesn't even feel like a person anymore. Every version of her seems manufactured like it was built in a TikTok lab to trend for 72 hours before getting scrapped for the next PR pivot. Is she the glittery, bow-wearing Nickelodeon kid? The leather-clad rebel? The proud lesbian? The tradwife in pearls? The glam rocker? Or just a vape with vocal cords and a ring light? At this point, she's collecting identities like Pokemon. Except no one asked her to catch them all. And honestly, the internet's tired. That's why this backlash hits different. People aren't just annoyed anymore. They're exhausted. They supported her when she came out. They celebrated her glow-up. They gave her grace when she went edgy.
But now?
She's burning through goodwill like it's confetti at a pride parade, and we've all run out of streamers. Anyway, that's the entire JoJo saga unpacked, shaken, and glitter-bombed. If you missed any of it, binge the other Siwa vids I've done, trust me, there's a lot. Now, let's talk. Can JoJo pull off a comeback from all this? Or are we witnessing the glitter-soaked, slightly chaotic collapse of Gen Z's weirdest icon? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you miss the old JoJo? Are you living for the chaos JoJo era? Or are you just here for the memes and the secondhand embarrassment? Either way, like, sub, comment, and stay hydrated. Catch you in the next video.